I prefer to just spoil the entire chapter by saying, yes, Soma has won, but at least this chapter ended with a nice shot of Nenny's naked ass, so yeah, it was worth it. After all long wait. Yes, this is Shokugeki no Soma and basically told the entire chapter, but what exactly happened? Turns out that Soma's dish was superior because Nenny's dish tasted differently after the first time. And the reason for that was actually something no one could predict. It was the temperature. Much to the Central's shock, which by the way is very satisfying seeing they having their first villainous breakdown, is that, and it's also pretty adorable when Alice decides to be a little bit of a chemistry teacher, talking about the different research found in the validity of those aldehydes decreases, as Hayama himself, with his intelligence and his nose, also begins to explain how the temperature and the smell will different. As the black soap guy mentions that the humid low temperature was actually the worst thing for the soba to cook. So Soma actually saw that. So that was one of the reasons why he cooked it. As Ishinki begins to tell that this was Soma's point from the very start. Soma at the beginning didn't realize that, but when he tested, he realized it was like that. So Nene asks how come it was like that. As Ishinki finally gives Nene a serious reason you sucks face, it seems like he tells her that you may be skillful in what you have, but you have only been skillful at that. Because Satoichi begins to tell, Ishinki Satoichi begins to tell that, did you ever thought about using the second or third flower? The reason was no, because you have been taught that the Kinokuni style is always first flower, meaning that Nene has unconsciously hindering her mastercraft. She has polished and absolute made the best of the flavor she has in that skill, but the thing is she is not changing, and that is one of the Central's weaknesses. They are not to change. They don't want to change. So of course Nene do not like that, but finally puts on an adorable face and asks, how did you think that far ahead? As Soma finally just answers with a badass thing saying, this because this is this kind of stuff for a full course. As Yoichiro said, you have a great strength, you too, Soma. You experience as a diner chef. For he knows what the customers like just by looking at them and listening to them. And he is adapting to that. Of course, that still doesn't answer how the rest of the rebels are gonna win. They do not have Soma's diner experience, but Takumi has the restaurant experience, but I have a feeling that he will lose. So how will Megumi adapt? Well, I think she will adapt with the heartwarmingness. As Nene finally admits defeat, she tastes the dish. Soma is declared the winner. The first round goes to the rebel side as Nene eats up Soma's dish and have a food gasm that is glorious, as with her glasses off, hair off, and let's not forget her splendid ass. It was about time we saw female food gasm. It's been a while. So yeah, I like that. Finally, Soma's won. It only took too long. I know I'm gonna get a little bit of a hate on this, especially for those who support Shokugeki no Soma much, but I am not exactly a fan of these extremely long cooking moments. The pacing is a little bit too slow for my taste. Does that mean I'll quit? No, of course not. I'm just saying I don't really like to be put on edge. But the first win goes to Soma. And the problem is, Satoichi and Megishima has not even served yet. So this first round, it just feels a little bit too slow for me. Given to have we seen nothing of Megishima, it seems that Megishima is the one who's going to lose next. But who's going to serve next, we don't know. It wouldn't surprise me if Megishima lost. But not because the other guy is a superior chef, but mostly because of the Wurf effect. So yeah, either way, I'm satisfied with Nene defeated, and now she will probably evolve and leave Central. So what's next? Give me your thoughts if you have any.